They used to call her disobedient. My daughter, my only child, the wild one, the one with untamed hair and a laugh that echoed louder than reason. Everyone had something to say about her. The neighbors, the teachers, even family members who saw her only on holidays. She doesn't listen. She needs more discipline. That child is too stubborn for her own good. And maybe they weren't wrong. She never followed instructions the way other children did. If I said, "Don't touch that," her fingers were already halfway there. If I warned, "Stay inside," she was halfway across the yard, chasing a butterfly she believed was trying to tell her a secret. She didn't obey, not out of defiance, at least not always, but because she saw the world through her own lens. She questioned everything. The rules, the silence, even the stars. She once asked me if clouds ever got tired of floating. I told her no. She said, "Then maybe I want to be a cloud when I grow up." I used to think she was difficult. Now I realize she was simply different. But back then, in the thick of parenting, different felt exhausting. Her questions never stopped. Her energy never ran out. Her resistance to routine was unrelenting. I was a single parent, working long hours and coming home to a child who met every boundary like it was a challenge. I loved her fiercely, but I also feared for her. The world is not kind to children who refuse to bend. And then came the day I lost her. It wasn't a dramatic accident. No flood. No fire. Just a simple, cruel moment, a road, a distracted driver, and a choice she made that I had warned her against 100 times. She crossed the street without looking. She was gone before I could say her name. Since then, people have changed their words. They don't call her disobedient anymore. Now they say things like "what a tragedy" or "such a shame." They tiptoe around me, offer soft condolences and awkward silences. But none of that fills the space she left behind. Her room is still as she left it. There are drawings taped to the wall, full of colors that don't match but somehow still make sense. There's a half-finished book on her bed, a worn-out teddy bear missing an ear, a sock tucked under the dresser from a morning she refused to get dressed on time. In that room, she's still alive, still wild, still laughing at rules. And I sit there sometimes, alone with my thoughts and the ache of memory, and I wonder, what if I had met her fire with more gentleness? What if I had spent less time correcting and more time listening? They called her disobedient, but she was more than that. She was curious, fearless, alive in ways I hadn't yet learned to be. She wasn't easy, but she was extraordinary. And I was a tired parent trying to teach her how to survive in a world I barely understood myself. If I could go back, I wouldn't ask her to be quieter, or smaller, or easier. I would just hold her longer, laugh with her louder, and love her exactly as she was, wild, untamed, and gloriously disobedient.